a touchy subject, man. I get to see it a lot here where I live, and it's pretty much about the 5 things you should not do to your Camaro. Because there's some things like people just cross the line that like you shouldn't do to your Camaro. I mean, like I get it. Everybody has different tastes, different opinions, you know. So don't knock me down for for not agreeing with some of the things I say. These are just some of the things I wouldn't do, and I've done at least one of those things. I held up 2. I don't know why. I've done at least one of those things. But yeah, pretty much it's just my list of things I would not do to my Camaro. And number 1 has to be I would never ever again plastic dip any car that I own. For the simple fact, like it's good, temporary, and cheap, but it can be a total to remove depending on how applied, and like it just after a while it begins to fade. It's something that you have to upkeep, which I get that with your vehicle you plan to upkeep it anyway, but it's just one of those. It's annoying, especially in the summer heat. It can fade. It just doesn't look all that great. And sometimes you do want painted items if you don't want something matted out. But for someone just starting out, it's a good, cheap alternative route. Sorry if you can't see me cutting through, taking the back roads to the gym, pretty much. But it's just something I would never ever do to a car, because when I got ready to take it off and I actually did want the clean look, it was a pain to get off, or it practically was a pain. Also, another thing you shouldn't do to your Camaro is, I'm gonna put a picture up here, hopefully it can just describe what I'm talking about, is put anything above a 22-inch rim on your Camaro. I just don't believe in big rims. Like, I get some people are flashy and stuff like that, but I just don't believe in them. Like, sometimes it just looks tacky, and I understand it can be taxing on the engine as well, and transmission, depending on what, whether it's a V6, V8, just period. And I know, some cars they don't look right. Let's put it that way. Some cars just don't look right. Some people trick these things out, have 28s on, they sit high as a truck. It just looks trash, like complete trash. And that's just one of the things I do not agree with on some people. No, I'm not even gonna say some Camaros, just Camaros, Mustangs, Challengers, just any type of modern sports. I'm not even gonna say sports car, modern muscle car. And it's just something I don't agree. Like I said, some people may disagree and feel like, hey, I can go above 22-inch rims. It's not that big of a deal. It doesn't look that bad. It actually looks kind of sick. And like I said, everybody has their opinion and preference and everything. This goes to the Stingray. I have a camera in hand to show you guys, and it looks like either a regular vet or a Grand Sport. And it is a Grand Sport. But either way it go, guys, I would not put above 22-inch rims on my car. It's just point blank period. 22 is even cutting it. It's something to delete the gap between the wheels and the fender. That's pretty much what 22 inches would do. It just looks like that's just the highest I would ever go. But I would never put 22-inch rims on my car. I'm kind of like a 20 and under person. But that's just another thing. The third thing I do not agree, and I think you shouldn't put on your Camaro, is a K&N air filter or cold air intake. Me, and personally, I think Antej Cam can agree with me, it's a part that you can get at any AutoZone to throw on any car. I don't trust any part that comes out of AutoZone for aftermarket, let's put it that way. Where's the true gains? And it's pretty much like your generic great value cold air intake. And and some of those intakes can actually get kind of costly, especially for Z01s and stuff like that. Like, I've seen the carbon fiber K&N cold air intake 500 bucks. Now, me personally, I'm not paying 500 bucks for just any intake. If I'm paying 500 bucks for an intake, it has to be one of the top proven intakes in the world. For anything like that, I have RotoFab. I went with RotoFab because it was one of the best ones out on the vehicle at the time, and pretty much, I just don't trust anything coming out of AutoZone as a aftermarket part that that I'm supposed to get power out of. It's just like going in there and getting a Spectre and putting it on the car, and next thing you know, I got a check engine light or something like that. So that's just me. I wouldn't go throw a K&N filter on my car. It's just something I would not do. And I'm on to the next point. I wouldn't do it. It's up to you whether you want to decide to be cheap. Remember, you get what you pay for, pretty much. Anyway, on to the number 4 thing. Putting lights in your wheels or in your fender. Like, it's the most ricer thing you can do to like a muscle car of our time. Like, it's just something. At first, when I saw it, it was just quite groundbreaking. It was like, man, it'll look good. It looks good on show cars. If your car is something that you would throw in a show, like Dub Show, or or just any type of car show where you have to show off all these flash things, like TVs and rims and stuff like that, then go for it. If that car does not see much street time at all or the track time, but it's something I would not do. Looks cool, but I'm more into performance. Looks can get you so far, but me personally, I like performance with a few cosmetics, with a few changes here and there, but that's really about it. Changing my headlights and tail lights probably far as lights will go. But like I said, this is just me. This is just my opinion. Like I said, you don't have to agree with it totally at all. But anyway, on to the 5th and final is one of the ugliest, and I mean ugliest things I ever seen on a Camaro, is put the headlight covers on. Come on, guys, like, stop. They're completely hideous. Like they'll protect your headlights, but they look ugly, and they kind of block most of the light that comes out the headlight. Like, but overall, they're completely ugly. It's just something I would not do. It really has no benefit. Like, like, they're not tinted. I'm gonna put a picture up to describe what type of headlight covers I'm talking about, but this is just something I would not do. I don't agree with. It's ugly, completely hideous. Like, I've seen one car with it, and it was total trash. It's just something else I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't do things. Another thing that you shouldn't do to your Camaro is buy cheap brand headers. These Chinese headers, or just when you take the cheap route, like, you get what you pay for. Like, if you're not getting stainless steel, it's something that's gonna rust in a couple years after use and stuff like that. Like, these eBay, it's just like eBay turbo kits and eBay headers and stuff like that. It costs $300 for a reason, guys. And there goes a Chevy GT350. 300 bucks versus 1,000 of Cooks and American Racing and Stainless Works. Like, those guys charge high-end prices for their product because they're proven. They're stainless steel. Like, they're proven to last. Like, man, you can use those headers, and you know what? You don't like the car anymore. You're ready to sell it and get rid of the car, and you can still take those off the car and sell them to somebody because they're built to last. Unless you just beating them the shit, riding, scraping the ground, stuff like that. Those headers could go for years without, having to replace them. But like I said, guys, everybody has their preference. Everybody's budgets don't allow $1,000 headers and stuff like that, which I can understand. But it's just one of my pet peeves, my preference. But yeah, guys, if you like this video, man, if you want to hear more videos like this about what I think, just like, share, and subscribe this video. It'll let me know that you guys enjoy seeing these type of topics.